changes by the hour.
Better than by the minute.
All right, since I was so rudely interrupted by power issues yesterday, I was unfortunately unable to save my game. Hopefully the autosave made it so I didn't lose too much progress, but we'll see what's going on. Also, how's it going, by the way, Mika? I see you.
Sounds like a lot happened here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlethan City centuries ago. A whole lot of blood magic during the war.
And now?
Blood magic, you say?
What Solus did stirred up everything again.
I see you,
Blood magic from
Mika.
the war, it never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed, and now it's bleeding again.
Your camouflage is not very good. You can be seen. Gonna have to ask you to learn to hide better.
There we go.
Oh, it's doing the weird audio thing again. Man, I can't win with this sometimes. Although I didn't really have time to mess around to figure out what was causing it yesterday, considering the power outage.
This is what's
So
left of it. after
there's
the
also
war.
that component of this as well.
I don't imagine it floated back in the day.
Cleaning and watching Danish news like an old lady? And you ain't even old yet. Almost forgot about that. Also, I got to turn this off too, because it'll mess up the audio as well. If I don't do that. Oh, you're watching this for that. Keeping up with the election as well, I see. Yeah, I've been seeing some of the reviews that have popped up for that game. A lot of them are saying that game is kind of mid.
Rook, you ready to go?
Yeah. Like, it's Nintendo not really understanding who their audience is. Who or what their audience is, so they keep oversimplifying their games to the point of feeling like it was made for 3-year-olds.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. I need to get back in the fight.
Then let's go.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing.
Really? Already? That shouldn't be happening. Unless something else is going on. Which I guess I wouldn't be all that surprised about, considering.
This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Oh wait, I think I know why this is happening.
Stay sharp.
Even though it's not supposed to be. I'll fix that in a sec. Keep forgetting that I can't be doing this shit while I'm streaming. So let me go ahead and turn those options off. That will be the cause of what I'm experiencing right now. So we turn that off. Or turn this on because I'm streaming to 2 different platforms, and that should mitigate that issue.
So quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody? It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
Yes, you're not gonna escape it, Gio. It's everywhere. So I'm kind of glad I made a specific rule to keep that shit out of my Discord.
Barricaded the main entrance into town.
To keep something out?
No. To keep something in.
Welcome back, Mika. This helmet fucking sucks.
Blight. Even worse than in the forest.
This helmet is trash.
Keep them in.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
They're like a horny Robin Hood. I mean, they got the Robin Hood part wrong, but no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All of us.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
Blighted? What does that even do?
The town square.
We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer, sold spices to us, the best in Arlethan. I can't believe this happened.
Is that an Aravel on the roof?
The blight must have
who?
lifted it up there.
Oh, hello. Sure, lifted it up there to throw it into somebody's roof. Spices mean drugs.
This blight is weird.
Drugs are bad.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static, but this is alive.
Okay, let's keep going. Might be more survivors.
What was that?
Something big.
It was a roar in the distance, like the game said. What do you mean, what was
Over
that?
there. 2 more survivors.
What do you mean?
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
So I remember when all the Mario Bros games, when I was a child, the game was super hard, but now when I replayed them, they're really easy. That's because your understanding of video games and how to play them in general has gotten better over the years. Like a lot of people keep talking about,
The mayor said to find
you know, how hard games were back in the day. And to be fair, a lot of them were certainly difficult for a whole host of reasons. But for a lot of those games, if you go back to them now, you'll find that they're actually quite easy. And the only reason why they were hard is because you were younger back then and your experience with video games was still pretty fresh. A lot of people tend to
For veil jumpers. What's
misinterpret what games were hard, actually difficult back in the day. Like when I was a kid, I used to struggle on being able to beat the final boss in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And now as an adult, I could finish that game without blinking an eye.
Look, more people.
Must round up everyone.
Doing all right, Thomas. How about yourself? So the solution is to have amnesia, pretty much. You gotta go the anime protagonist route. Like, oh no, I can't remember my past.
Milva.
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Bellara.
This place is kind of fucked. Kind of reminds me of that one quest in The Witcher with the tree with the spirit inside of it.
He's alive.
Bellara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Bellara, be careful.
Help me, anyone!
Says I'm doing all right. Tired after training today. Freezing winter just keeps getting closer. I know it. It's great. The cold weather. I love it.
Come on, that sounds close.
Bring on the cold weather. Let's see. Veil Jumper orders Jahel to be safe. Let's make sure Dimeta's crossing's all right, and that none of the villagers have spotted anything. Take Milva. She's new. These will help ease her and build confidence as a scout. Irulan.
Help me! Hurry!
A dragon? Here?
No! 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 Please!
Hey!
A Durgan. I've seen better looking dragons.
Fresh blood.
me!
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
You're gonna have to tell us everything, buddy, before I help you.
You're not going anywhere until I get the full story.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gillenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
So wait, did you do all this for gold then, is what you're saying?
All this for gold. The villagers, the Veil Jumpers, the Blights everywhere. Demeter's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The Blights everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook?
Oh, I got to make a choice. I can either save him or leave him here. I'll leave him. I ain't even... Shit, I'm not that invested. Don't really care that much, but I'll leave him.
Leave him here. He can fend for himself.
No!
Wolves will get him in the night. Or, given the state of this place, something worse.
You can fight back.
At least he'll have a chance to fight back. It's more than his own people got.
You don't understand the power they have. They show you what you crave. They speak to the darkness in your heart. No one can stand against that.
Well, now you'll figure it out.
I won't be the last to surrender. I felt the evil.
Let's go. No point arguing with a dead man.
No.
To be fair, he got all his gold. So it's not like they were totally lying.
It opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight. All of it. To rebuild their empire. As a path to power.
Samurai Jack. Now, that was a fun story. Although the ending definitely felt rushed.
Would pay for it.
Fast travel. It's a lot now. Although, I mean, I don't know how many locations I've been to be able to fast travel to them, but I guess that's a thing now. No, don't mark that. Can I fast travel here? Here? Ah, here we go. Aha! So what do you have? A bow that's not better? Oh, skill points. Let me go ahead and make my Uwu character better than what she is. Everyone's favorite character archetype, am I right? The Uwu character. McCord, if Ubisoft starts to fail more, do you think PlayStation buys them? Considering how things are going with PlayStation right now, I'm not sure they're in the market to be buying any more publishers or studios. Especially after they just shut down one. So they're probably having some discussions about what to do next because Concord cost them a lot of goddamn money. They were hoping that game was going to be the next Star Wars for them. Spawned off of a franchise, the Guardians of the Galaxy. They were really banking on that thing to take off, and it didn't. So you can best be sure they're hurting after that one. What's that thing I said a long time ago? The previous podcast? Self-inflicted wounds? When your audience is telling you one thing and you ignore them to do something different because you're just so sure you know what people want, only to reveal that you don't. El. What do you mean the letter L? Is that what you do to yourself all the time, Nancy? What do you mean? What are we talking about? What's happening?
The giant's up.
What's happening?
Must be something to this. What the heck? Whole forest is weird. Here goes nothing. Look at that.
It's just really just started hooing in the woods for no reason. Self-inflicted harm? You mean like you're trying to brute force your way through like a dragon? Because those are pretty self-inflicted wounds too, you know. That's definitely included. No, it's fine. You love this series, so when you finish with that one, I'm gonna need you to speed run through Gaiden, and then speed run through Infinite Wealth. You got 2 months before the end of the year. Chop chop. Do you think we'll get a release date for MGS Delta Snake Eater at the VGA this year? Possibly. I mean, considering if it's not coming out this year, then maybe they'll hit us with, well, that's kind of debatable, I guess, because if they plan on having Kojima there or showing more Death Stranding, then maybe not. We'll see. Although I don't know. I guess it depends on whether or not like the tensions between Kojima and Konami are still at an all-time high, which I don't think they are as much as they were back in 2015, but we'll see. Think it'll be a 2026 release? Nah. Like, if it didn't make it this year, then I imagine it'll be an early 2025 release. Anywhere between January and March. And they might want to skip February because of Monster Hunter Wilds coming out, which, I mean, makes sense if you ask me. So convince these owls are more than statues. There's a power behind these silent guardians. I'm hesitant to tamper with them, but on the other hand, owls represent wisdom and transformation. I can't imagine a monument that such noble creatures would be harmful. I don't think you realize just how mean owls can be. They won't bother you if you leave them alone. But you fuck with an owl, and that owl will fuck you up. You fuck around and find out. Owls are just thick hawks. I mean, they kind of are. Only they like to hunt at night. Because then they can see everything. Everything. And they do that thing where they turn their heads all the way around. With them big old eyes. All babies are cute, though their heads are too heavy. Yes, because they got some big ass heads. They got some big ass heads, but how are you gonna fit those big old eyeballs in them? Owls are cool. I mean, I'm more of a raven guy myself, but you know, to each their own, I guess. Yeah, you know. There you go, Vancy. See, you're learning. You're learning.
Lived around these parts.
Very proud of you right now.
Never seen. Have a look. And now that we've met, do you?
He's the prowls. I mean, listen, it's okay to have wrong opinions, Vancy. Listen. It's okay to be wrong. So we don't get a winter like last year. We had negative 29 Celsius. What was that winter we had? Like back in like 2018, 2019? Where like we had like record low temperatures. I think around here we had like negative, I think it was like negative 29, like negative 20 or negative 30 Fahrenheit we had here on one day. Where it was like, the emergency systems were like, hey, listen, you might not want to go outside. And if you do go outside, don't be out there for more than 5 minutes. Because it's that cold. It's the kind of cold where if you go outside, like it would start freezing up your lungs.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Algernon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I did.
Speaking of ravens.
Show of force.
Oh, Morgan, what did they do to you? What did they do to you?
They will not rest until you are on your knees.
Oh, it's like they cut off her chest.
Cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more.
Everybody at Bioware was like, Morrigan is too hot. We must shrink her breast sizes three times. 3 times.
Than anyone except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
Oh, we just have a who are you? I mean, I guess for the people that don't know.
So who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
I get that's okay. Not to go off on a major tangent with this shit, but I'm not sure I quite understand this idea of this whole representation push when it comes to that stuff in video games and media. And then their idea of quote unquote representation and body positivity is that if a character happens to be voluptuous, we'll say, in terms of curves, they'll either smooth out those curves or remove the curves entirely. Or if a character happens to be well endowed, then they'll remove a lot of that and make them like very middling in terms of appearance. And I'm not quite sure where this idea of inclusivity and representation comes about when the first thing you do is remove any characters that may have an appealing figure, as if to say that nobody in real life has an appealing figure or is well endowed. Like, how are you going to call yourself inclusive if the first thing you do is exclude? Said it before and I'll say it again. This shit is performative. It's not genuine. It almost reeks of jealousy. Like, you don't hear men complaining about a lot of male characters in movies and TV shows and anime and video games that are, muscly, built, toned. But you put a woman in a game that happens to have big boobs and oh my god, the sky is falling.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim...
I saw a Swedish Let's Player being sad because she couldn't have the size she had in the game. Yeah, exactly. That's like, it's almost as if they believe the idea that women with actually, with an appealing figure or large, with either a, I guess you could say appealing butt size and a large chest. Like, apparently in these people's world, those kinds of women don't exist in real life. At least in their mind, they don't. So you'll never get the option to make characters like that because the very idea of that existing in any form of media is, as one IGN editor put it, women like that are what's killing women. When they freak out about Eve in Stellar Blade, a character whose model was based after a real model in real life, and they lost their fucking minds about that. A 3D scan of a Korean model in real life put into the game, and they swore up and down about how unrealistic it was and how the game was going to be, how the game itself existing was killing women. And then you keep hearing things about like, well, maybe they're doing that to appeal to the trans crowd. And I haven't done any form of investigation to find out whether or not that's true. But shit, I could probably ask Mika in the chat right now, one trans woman in the chat. Like, how do you feel about attractive looking female characters in games that are well endowed? Is that something you don't want? Are you insulted when that happens? Do you even care? Trans people can have fat butts and bigger titties. Then what? Like, it's like, what's the fucking problem with people these days? Because you're not the first person I've heard to say something like that, where most of the trans people I've heard talk about this shit say that they don't mind it either. You don't care it's a role playing game? Okay, there you go. There you go. So who are they doing this for? If the crowd that they call themselves appealing to is telling you, listen, we don't give a shit, then who are you doing this for? Says, give me a fat butt, big titties. All right. Sounds pretty sane to me, Mika. But, you know, then again, who am I? Obviously, I'm not trans, so I don't want to speak for anybody that is trans, obviously. But still. Like, this shit is wild to me, man, and it's happening everywhere.
In the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demeter's Crossing once the gods are through.
And it's like, and it's to harp on this last point before I move on. You know how in Pokemon Go, how they had that update that basically changed all the characters, like their models in game, and made them look like basically amorphous blobs? That the entire community came out and said, yo, we hate this update, but they still haven't changed it. You know that one? I am willing to bet money, and there's enough proof out there to say that the reason why they did that was to appeal to the trans crowd. So no, your female character cannot have curves or an attractive appearance because that's insulting to the trans crowd. At least according to them.
This is our fault. When we interrupted Solus's ritual, the gods escaped.
Would those feelings not be better used to put things right?
But how?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse?
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
Well, Mika says they changed to have plus-size models in Pokemon Go. Before that was just skinny characters. I mean, I can understand, like, the idea of them having characters that are in shape. Like, I hate to break it to you, but a lot of the time that's kind of the most appealing when it comes to what people want out of their characters. As somebody who's been playing video games solo and with friends for a long time, I have played a lot of people of varying sizes and shapes over the years. And even when they have the option to make, let's say, bigger characters, they still opt to make skinny characters no matter how big they are in real life. Like, I'm not quite sure you're going to find a hell of a lot of people out there that enjoy the idea of playing a character that is 3 Big Macs away from a heart attack. And certainly not proud. Unless it's Fat Thor. I mean, they did that shit on purpose for humor reasons in that movie.
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop them together. Alara, you're one of the only people in the world who can get...
This is the next episode of the podcast. I'm going to try to aim for either Friday or Saturday this week, Thomas.
And Nev can spot any clues we might miss that give us more information. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
This feels like a Saturday morning cartoon. If we work together, there are powers come. It's like fucking Captain Planet episode. Like, one of my big issues with this game so far is that everything just feels way too, like, it's way too upbeat for a Dragon Age game. Like, you've effectively stripped out all of the grim, dark aspects of what Dragon Age is for whatever this is. And it's just... it's not hitting any notes with me.
You can do this.
Unfortunately.
Gotta be done.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, to kind of lend some more credence, because a while back I said that when it comes to attractive video game characters, both men and women tend to appreciate attractive video game characters. And I said now the reasons for that will obviously vary between men and women for obvious reasons. There was a study that came out recently, and while the study was certainly of a comparatively small sample size, it kind of proved that, yes, even women do appreciate attractive or even sexy video game characters. Because when they gave them the option of picking appealing characters versus characters that are not so appealing and perhaps a little more realistic in terms of how they look, the women said they hated sexualized video game characters, but picked the sexualized video game characters every single goddamn time. Even when given the option to pick other ones.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
I mean, it was kind of all of our fault.
You didn't take the shot. I destroyed the statue.
We didn't quite think that plan
Who do
through.
you want to blame more for the outcome? We all did what we thought was best in the moment.
And look where it got us. Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric?
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting. You push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play.
Yeah, you know, teamwork and all that.
Together because of our
You guys heard about that?
He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Real sense feels more like a Fable. It kind of does. It does feel more like Fable than Dragon
Rely
Age.
on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start.
And not like the good Fable games, but like the whatever. I could go on an entirely different rant about that for sure. Makes sense. Do I have to play the other Dragon Age games to play this? They're kind of pushing this as like, oh, it appeals to both veterans and newcomers alike, so you don't necessarily have to play the other Dragon Age games. So, in a sense, no, you don't. But I guess if you kind of want to understand why people are kind of shitting all over this game to begin with, outside of the poor writing and the characters themselves, then perhaps, you know, maybe play the other ones to understand that perspective. Yeah, it definitely doesn't appeal to vets. Like, they claim it does, but you talk to any veterans or people that have played the other games, they'll tell you that this game is garbage.
Look.
There's magic lingering in this spot. Strong. Old.
The dagger was here. Something took it.
1 was pretty good. 2, I thought 2 was okay. But I know a lot of people out there kind of hated 2 because they went for, you know, a more simplistic approach. And the combat was no longer turn-based, but real-time. It was a lot less strategic compared to the first game. So the community definitely kind of shit on Dragon Age 2 because of that stuff, for sure. Inquisition, that one's definitely mixed, where some people loved it and others hated it because of them continually going down the changes to the way they do video games in terms of BioWare and their writing. Inquisition was like maybe a couple years after Mass Effect 3, which is when BioWare really started going downhill with their games. Real sense. I think with the character design is at the end of the day, it's the developer's vision. If the devs want the characters to look attractive, which is subjective, obviously, then fine. If they want them to look not as attractive, then that's fine as well. I mean, yeah, I could kind of go into a whole thing about the subjective attractiveness thing, right? I mean, well, I definitely agree with the subjectiveness when it comes to attractiveness. And a lot of people will sit there, will say that, you know, oh, what's attractive is always subjective. And while that is true to a limited extent. Like, there is a metric out there that you can use where people universally agree on something being attractive, so long as it has certain traits. I mean, that's why the golden ratio exists. I mean, if you look at, let's say, bikini competitions in Miami or Las Vegas, you'll find that a lot of the girls that win those competitions, traits almost identical.
Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Certain type of girl that wins every time.
Look, there it goes.
When you look at some of like the most popular OnlyFans models, it's not always the ones with like huge tits and stuff like that, or the lip fillers, or the big asses, BBLs, stuff like that. A lot of the time, it's just the average girl next door, so to speak. It's the idea of them being attainable. This is more that attractive changes throughout history, more long term. Which I also agree with as well. I mean, but even then, that's still kind of to an extent as well. Like, wasn't there like a
Look up there.
what was it? There was that one statue that ended up in a museum recently of a I think it was from like 200 BC is what they dated it back to. I don't know if that thing was real or not, but I kept seeing that pop up on news feeds, and it was a very old statue. Apparently, the head was missing, but the body was still intact. And when you look at that statue, it's like, okay, so we really haven't changed that much throughout human history.
That magical device.
I think it was like a statue from India from 200 BC, I believe it was. And again, I don't know if that thing was real or not because I haven't had a chance to really look into it that much. But when you look at that statue, it's like, man, we know why they made this.
Good work. Let's keep on the trail.
I hate this helmet so much. Oh, look, it upgraded. Oh boy, I love this helmet that I love. Wow, thanks. It's better than
Don't usually collect.
it's better than what it was. This is 30 euros for Dragon Age 1. I'm pretty sure it went up in price now because a lot of people are going back to play it, considering what's going on with this game. But yeah, I mean, Dragon Age 1 was a good game. Obviously, extremely dated now by modern gaming standards, but that was BioWare at its peak. Oh yeah, for sure. Like different art styles and stuff like that. Absolutely, that's entirely subjective. 100%.
Look out! More dark spawn ahead.
More dark spawn coming out of those pools. Here we go.
Gio's still upset about Anthem? Gio, are you sure about that? Because, I mean, it would be modern day BioWare doing that. Are you sure? Are you sure you still want that? Would you even trust him with trying to bring Anthem back? This guy just wants Anthem to come back. And I'm pretty sure you'll be happy to know that they canceled working on Anthem to put everybody on this.
Did you find the dagger?
Surreal says character designs in games where the characters are created by the designers is just like that. So it's just up to the consumers to like it or not. That's kind of it. Oh yeah, 100%. Like you look at what happened with Concord, right? Like those character designs were universally panned by everyone. And the access media will have you believe that, oh, it wasn't the character designs, it was just that the game cost $40 to get into. It's like, nah. Like, people were clowning on that game's character designs from day one. That game had zero interest because of that shit. The $40 price tag certainly didn't help, but those character designs, that shit was like the nail in the coffin. Like you look at Like, you go to any fucking comic book convention or video game convention or even anime convention, and I assure you, you will not see a single person cosplaying as anyone from Concord. But what you will see is a lot of people cosplaying as very sexualized characters.
Over there, our dagger thief.
More blight in the way.
And they'll do that shit during the winter where it's freezing cold. They'll still be out there in a skimpy ass outfit. It's like, listen, I respect the commitment. Wouldn't be me.
And there's probably another one.
Oh, it's over here. Aha.
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
I think it says me at Halloween going as a sexy League of Legends character. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's really just about what is appealing. And when you go out of your way to deliberately make characters unattractive because you think it's quote unquote killing women, like, that just shows you or the world just how dumb you are. Said it before and I'll say it again. Sex sells, appealing characters sell. That's the way it's always been, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Get ready.
You cannot shame people into not liking sexy video game characters. It's never gonna happen. Because all they'll do is say what you want to hear while doing the opposite behind closed doors. I will light my Sonic and no one can shake me. Get out of here. There we go. Okay, we're good. Oh, can I deflect these? Because they're showing up yellow. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on. Aha! You can. I just gotta time it right. Maybe if I wasn't bad at the game, I could do it. Try it again.
Look, another one of those magical beams. There are 2 of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them.
Supposedly it does, Rio. Although, when you consider a lot of what's happening right now, it certainly doesn't feel like it at times. But like locations and names and stuff like that, and races, 100%. Like the Kunari, for example, which we haven't met the character.
Now to find the other.
The character that everyone is talking about in this game for not so great reasons. We haven't met her yet. I should pull a bar for misgendering them. Do my 10 push-ups real quick. So to get to the other one. How? Is it this way? Oh, there's a ladder on the map here. I see it now. Never mind.
Good work. Now let's see what's behind that gate.
Also, weather is still kind of trash here, by the way, so what happened yesterday during the stream might still happen again today, where get a power outage and everything just goes down again. Hopefully it doesn't, but you know, if I disappear, you know what happened. Either that or I'm being punished for misgendering. Girlfriend sent a slideshow with heartful messages and it was super cute, but last pick was a picture of Sonic's feet. I was disappointed. I don't see what the problem is, Mika. She knows what you like. Sounds like a keeper to me. Oh, just don't get mad, considering you were showing me pictures of fucking pregnant Vegeta. Don't you start. Images I will never be able to scrub from memory. Not enough brain bleach in the world. I only showed you it because I know you think it's better than Dragon Ball Super. Nah, no. Shit is derived from that exact same community that's trying to do the same thing with Sonic and Shadow. And I'm like, I will not let you ruin Sonic and Shadow for me like this. I refuse.
We got company.
Oh, wrong button. Whoops.
Now there's a nice shot.
One of the joys of having long fingers. Playing on a controller, you end up hitting buttons you're not trying to hit. How's it going, Axe? And was like, the DualSense controller's too big. It's like the Duke, the original Xbox controller. And I'm like, I'm still hitting buttons I'm not trying to hit because my fingers are too long. This controller's too small. This controller's too small. Game, can I do my attack, please? There we go. Bye. Princess says I had that problem, opposite problem with the fat fingers. She says she's got fat fingers. I mean, I fat finger stuff on the keyboard all the time, so I know that feeling. Time-tested trappings. What is this? It's got higher defense but lower ability damage. Let's see. It doesn't have the arrow regenerations, although it's not a lot. So I guess those don't matter because I have to upgrade them to get the extra buffs from that equipment. I don't know, just like so far this kind of feels like baby's first RPG for some reason. Like everything is just very like,
That has to be the ghoul we're tracking.
not to say that every RPG has to have like overblown mechanics. With mechanical bloat, as some would say. Like a lot of RPGs today, where you get overwhelmed with things you can do, and then you play the game and you find out that you're not doing 90% of it because a lot of it you forgot that you can do, or or a lot of it is irrelevant. So it doesn't need to be that, but it still feels really oversimplified. So far, at least. Oh, Mika, you don't want cat paw keys? I thought you loved cats.
Lyrium.
Harding?
Oh, I get you. Well, rip Harding. Oh, of course she's not dead.
The proclamation is to know. We are free again. Whole again. Here again. Here again.
Harding!
I can hear it. The song of the stone. What is happening to me? What the?
She just killed those enemies with her freaking mind.
Are you moving those rocks?
I don't know.
Well, she didn't say that.
I don't know how to control it.
So what you're saying is that this is not Forspoken.
I'm good to go.
You can combo powers, kind of similar to what you could in Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda.
On the left.
Oh, I forget. You got ultimate abilities as well.
They're at range.
Which I'm going to use on you.
They're coming from the right. Good to go.
Bye. I sure did. Oh, that canceled my power? It did. That's kind of shitty. Didn't cancel that though.
Let's finish this.
Delirium Ghoul. Oh shit. Alright, well, everybody needs to focus on this guy then. Oh, that's not the boss. Which one is it? Not today. Alright, we'll weaken him and then we'll do combined powers. Oh, well, you guys can focus on him then.
That one, that one.
Couldn't parry any of that. How lame.
Shooting for us.
Well, why don't you stop him from shooting? Told you guys to focus on him. All right, well, how about this? Oh, you guys are still on cooldown? All right, we'll keep focusing.
Shot us from a distance.
Good to go again. Ranged attackers.
Oh, okay, there we go. They killed him. Nice.
I'm ready.
All right, now you guys can focus in.
We're under fire.
Got him in position. That dagger. What did it do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Your pet has failed, sister. And now the magic of the dreadful stagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
You said something took you over.
It was Satan.
Something like that?
And it's still with you.
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got
It's okay, but you still got perfect hair, though.
Mission
Just like
accomplished.
everybody else.
Dwarves have never used.
Stress effects maxed.
We can't.
Anyone can be possessed. No, Geo. No, she's a dwarf. She can't be possessed. She's different. It's all just weird. I don't like this. Like, I'll just, whatever. It's a gift.
It's a wonderful gift.
Use your powers.
You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything to earn this.
No, GLC. No, it's inclusive. It's inclusive. Inclusive.
I don't even know how it happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a
INCL.
I feel
OO. SIF.
To
F.
To the stone. Dwarves call ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
Oh, the romance option. Man, I don't even know if I'm going to try to romance somebody in this game. But, you know, in case you didn't know which one was the romance option, they made sure they put a heart on the option for you. Just to make sure, you know, you want, if you're trying to get in there, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to get in there. We got the option for you. Just make sure to aim. All right, sure, we'll do that one.
As long as you're throwing rocks at the bad guys and not me.
Don't give me a reason to, then.
No promises.
That still kind of sounded like flirting.
Word to the Grey Warden.
That was still flirting. Like,
And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
The movement animation / animation in this game is so jarring.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he...
You mean like when they're like doing the dialogue scenes and stuff like that?
Personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of dwarven history with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
New short bow for Harding. Can she equip it? Oh yeah, it's way better. Use that. Absolutely. The enemy of my enemy. Do I have any?
Find some.
So far, this game's been pretty linear. Do I have any other quests? Nope, that's just, we still just have that one. Okay. We're still rocking the one. Oh yeah, that's better. We'll use that. And then this, also better. God, this helmet looks so stupid. I hate this helmet so much. Do I have any other ones? We'll go with this one, since it can be comboed into different attacks. Why does the gear look so blocky? It's because it's that fucking... It's like... So Dragon Age has always kind of had a little bit of an art style where some of the gear just kind of has this almost polygonal look to it. Like really hard edges, like very prominent triangles, stuff like that. You'll see that a lot in like the armor throughout the series, but something about this game and the way they do it here just seems kind of off. It's like they're doing it just not in the like the cool like, oh, let's like, look at all these cool polygonal edges and stuff like that. It doesn't give off that feeling in this one, at least.
Who tried to talk to Solus? Wait, that room wasn't there before, I don't think. Therefore, Harding must have put my pack here. It makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
So this is my room. I guess we just crash out on the couch.
The unarmed commander I took this from thought occupying Treviso was the same as owning it. I showed him how wrong he was. Freed a bunch of prisoners that night, including Varric. That's also the night the Crows kicked me out of Antiva for carrying out unauthorized operations.
We'll say it was fair.
It was the right thing to do, but it did bring the Anton down hard on the Crows. Probably could have made fewer waves.
You know, we got big ideas and they don't always pan out. That's what I'm going for.
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Oh, fuck. Wait, what is this? What does this do? Examine options related to gender identity. Choosing one will conclude the conversation. All right. For the sake of saying that I've seen what this game has to offer, I'm going to look at it. Enables transgender identity and unlocks new dialogue. So wait, you've locked more options of the game behind whether or not you identify as transgender? Oh boy. Okay. We're going back. Remember that thing I said about pandering? How inclusive of them. I look good. Enough reflection. Trying to live up to that. Nice story, but it's not me.
Varric tells such great stories. It's almost enough to make me think that this time, when I look in the mirror, I'll see a hero at Varric's side. And the team needs me. So chin up, take a deep breath, and get the job done.
Unbelievable. You lock extra dialogue options behind whether or not the player chooses to identify as transgender. And you wonder why this game is getting such a bad rap.
The tools every professional scoundrel needs when learning the trade. I spent as much time picking locks and mixing poisons as I did training with blades or a bow.
If only games could be games. Not anymore, Gio. You want a video game that likes being a video game or does cool video game shit? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. It's got to reflect real life because everybody knows how fun that is. I wasn't a model student.
At least, when I hadn't lost my privileges after setting a smoke bomb trap in the privy.
It's kind of the opposite of what I was in school, honestly.
A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan.
Always called the model student, even when I didn't want to be.
Think of ruling.
Shit, I never wanted. Matter of fact, I never wanted to be called the model student, but they kept doing it anyways.
Humanity will leave on the world.
The gods won't care.
If we don't stop fighting each other and focus on the real problems, it'll be the gods leaving their mark, not us. Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or...
Oh, meditate? Do I have to go back in there?
Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Remember your verbal jab at him? Yeah, that's right. I remember that. What, you rubbing it in now?
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Got nothing for you on that one. All right, punch up, you should know. Oh, that's so stupid. Not in charge, nothing, but I'm here.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
Back in the Crows, I had to deal with the Antarm invasion. One night, I saw a unit getting ready to transport prisoners to another city. It was way too large for us to hit.
But you did so anyway, using unconventional tactics to confuse the Antarm and free the prisoners.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
More options. So how do we do the saving the world thing? It's a whole lot of talking, but not a lot of world saving.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
So you're saying the whole world is going to let that village we were at earlier, where the guy was wrapped in the tentacles. He's like, oh, you should help me. The voices, they made me do it.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Algernon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
Sweet.
I don't understand. Algernon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the Elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
I guess the question is, can we stop them?
But we can stop them from freeing the Blight, right?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong.
He said corrupt.
If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
I came here for specifics, not fortune-telling.
I would tell you more were I not currently imprisoned thanks to your actions.
Fine. I'll go kick the trees and see what falls out.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
She'll get it sorted.
I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
So what is this chasm in the middle like symbolic of the rift between myself and Solus? Is that what they're trying to do here? Is that what that is? Does it repair itself when we get closer? Ah, okay. So I can enter decoration mode and add more stuff to the room if I want to. Or change stuff. What time is it? I gotta take a break here. I mean, like, I did appreciate back when this game used to be called Dreadwolf. I thought Dreadwolf was a cooler name. But considering what this game is right now, and the fact that the quote-unquote Dreadwolf has been reduced to an advisory role this time, now I see why they changed the name.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I don't want your job.
I didn't come in here trying to take your job, Varric.
I know you didn't. But it's what the team needs right now.
You sure? Harding got hurt because she listened to me.
Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid?
Nope.
I watched you pick apart an entire Antom patrol in Treviso. They outnumbered you 20-1.
I did that.
They were overconfident. I took advantage.
Which no one else did. Crows didn't appreciate the heat it brought down, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
I'm the leader now, so I don't need you.
There is something. Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You left him to fend for himself.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
He's an asshole. We need his help. I'm worried. We do need his help.
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the
Guessing Nev would have got hurt if I picked her.
Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Uh-huh.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey.
Not sure what he means. I don't make mistakes.
Before you go, I've been racking my brain.
Right choices all the time.
Contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself.
Yeah, Vance, he never makes mistakes.
Who does?
Perfection.
Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. I wish I could be out there with you, Rook.
No, I'm pretty sure he said it. Your leader is someone who isn't someone who never makes mistakes. Yeah, yes. I kind of get that vibe as well, Rio. Like, when you look at them sometimes, they do have that Pixar kind of look to them. Almost like, what is it, the Incredibles, to an extent? Only I like the Incredibles. So tables, wow, okay. Didn't think I was just going to step on the table. Sorry, if you see footprints on your papers, that was me, my bad. I didn't think he was just going to straight up just step on the table.
Toldar, it's a tunnel. Veilguard, Velos Atreidim. But Velos Atreidim is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal.
Can I get that in English, please?
After you touch the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
Ah, more flirting options. So what happens if I pick this one? Uh-oh. Am I going to regret doing this? Wait, time out. Step back. Step back. Am I going to be locked in if this succeeds? Is there a fail chance? There's got to be a fail chance, right? Whatever, I'm making the decision. We're going for it. We're locking in if we have to. Or not. Maybe she rejects it. We'll see what happens.
You're not hearing a word I'm saying, are you?
Uh-huh.
You know you're adorable, right?
Sure, whatever you think is best. Huh? What? What's happened?
I said you're adorable.
You're poking fun at me.
I would never do that. What do you mean?
I would never poke fun. I respect you too much.
Is that so?
Oh, lame.
100%.
Lame.
So what's Isatunal?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time, all spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole. Right, maybe. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime.
Didn't understand a word you said, but you know what? You got this. Pretty sure Mika's read it. And I know Vancy's been reading it. And then I think DJ, but DJ's not here. On the topic of Chainsaw Man, I've been debating whether or not I should, but I think I might. Yeah, that seems to be the common sentiment I'm hearing from a lot of people about it. So I'm thinking I might just get into it, pick it up. It goes places. All right, I like what I'm hearing so far. I do like me some stories that go places. Hey, what is this? Upgrading equipment at the caretaker's workshop will increase in item statistics. Finding another version of an existing item or purchasing it from a merchant will increase item statistics, while also unlocking new properties. Pursue both paths to bring out your equipment's full potential. Empowering the workshop. Let mementos out in the world will let you upgrade the caretaker's workshop. Upgrading it will increase the number of enchantments on offer and increase the power level of all weapons you can find or purchase while adventuring. So I can just like upgrade all my stuff here is what you're saying? I could be like, hey, I want to upgrade this and then level up. And then it's like, whoa, you just, this is plus one. So do that to all my items then. Now watch me do this and then find better shit in like 2 minutes when I'm back out in the field. But you know what? I'm going to go for it. I mean, who's going to stop me from doing it? Chat? Chat can't stop me.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows. We've got you. But if one assassin's good...
Why not two? You have someone in mind?
Your most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
The demon's a legend. I've always wanted to meet him.
Happy to help.
I've heard stories about them. They're
Demon got his
demons.
nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori.
Sit down and have a drink with one of them.
In recent years, but your bosses would know.
The Talons? They're going to give me an earful.
If you want to look elsewhere.
I'll set up a meeting. What else?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter Authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted. Which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they mages like you?
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
And I'm assuming they all have amazing hair, just like the rest of us. Your friends are our friends, I guess.
These people
She hasn't really been a problem,
if they're
so.
anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem. But they try.
So we talked to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Adios. Wait, did I ever... Where is Balar anyways? Is she... Hold on. Oh, she's back in here. Okay. I mean, I guess what she's being the newest addition to the team. She hasn't necessarily gotten completely set up yet. We got a lot of people that we're gonna end up recruiting for this whole thing, from what I've seen. So we're only just getting started.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit. Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it.
Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Veer of Us. Freedom of ways. I wonder...
Go on. Wonder what?
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you?
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Sounds like he's out of breath like 90% of the time.
Can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
Nah, that's just the way he talks. Don't worry about it.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Well, then you'll have to wait until I'm done taking my break. Because I should have done that about a half an hour ago. Actually, 49 minutes ago. We'll do that now. I don't think I have any music playing right now. I don't. Son of a bitch. Hold on while I get this figured out. Wait, I don't have the... I don't have that set up. I should have done that ahead of time. Never mind. All right. Enjoy the silence, I guess, while that happens, because I didn't set up the stream properly to even do the music stuff like I should have. You gotta love those restrictions on YouTube. But all right, I'll be back in a bit, folks. All right, there we go. Now I'm back. Can I do this without breaking anything? Maybe, kind of, sort. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. So I just step in the big portal, huh? Oh, here we go. Into the crossroads. Find a way to Treviso or Docktown. Investigate the crossroads. Team explores the crossroads, a mysterious network of mirrors that allows instantaneous travel in order to recruit more people to their cause. Ah, here we go. This is how I start picking my party and the folks that will come along with me. Let's see. Who do I want to bring with? I feel like I'm like obligated to have a mage with me on this one. So we'll take her. And then we'll take maybe Balara?
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Here is here. What do you mean? Use a guide.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evenurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
All right, fast travel point, beacons, blah, blah, blah. Some of the stuff I'll just learn as I go. I say that now and then watch it get all complicated and I have no idea what I'm doing because I chose not to listen to any of the tutorials.
Can't travel this way.
The gods are trying to...
Story of my life.
Which means we can do some real good here.
Get on that content creator brain life. Game gives tutorials, completely ignore them. And then super confused on what to do and how to do it. Mirrors upon mirrors. This place is amazing. June's normal Illuvians function with twinned lyrium fragments. Or twine lyrium fragments. One always leads to another. Solus somehow taught the crossroads into making fade Illuvians that override them. His own network to run our rebellion. Provided you ignore all the old stories about holding mirrors up to mirrors and getting caught in infinite reflections. Oh man, I bit my cheek earlier. That shit still hurts.
Blight, roots, and magical seals? What's through there?
Let me in. Here we go. Lore from the Codex, which doesn't have a narrator because too much money. Notes from the Crossroad Islands. Handwritten notes annotate a page from the grimoire. This ritual may not have broken the world, but it has shifted another. Once the crossroads blossomed for the people. Now islands rise in the great divides. As if this place blooms, it blooms unseen. One should appreciate it still, for truth has its own beauty. The changed crossroads is the site of life, both here and elsewhere. Its islands reflect the world beyond, not just as we see it, but as the crossroads has shown it. An alluvion has two faces, after all. I wonder what certain acquaintances of mine will make of this, and of the people's refuge taking on new form. Great plans will change, no doubt, but they should welcome it. Change, after all, sets us free. Not all the time, it doesn't.
Yeah, this dock seems sturdy.
Going on a boat ride?
Ferry us to the other islands.
The winds await, dweller.
I'll take that as a yes.
You're our ferryman?
Onward, dweller. The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
Which means us, too.
No kidding, man. Oh, I can't go up there. Too high for me to jump.
The Fater. That's where they're breaking through.
The gods are breaching the fate itself.
Oh, they're fighting each other. Nice.
Double your effort. Hold tightly.
No, keep fighting each other. Don't mind me. I'm not here. As far as I'm concerned, I don't exist. Oh, I can shoot just barely above the shield and hit him in the head. Got him. Oh, he was already dead when I did. Oh well, I guess it still counts.
That's one for Rook.
More like 20 for me.
Oh, nicely done, Rook.
The vanished city. I'm dreaming, but this time I know I am. Even if I didn't, this place would tell me. I'd never dream of a place like this. Cities are full of people. An empty city is the bones of a good meal. A reminder that makes a hungry woman sad. Susan Kraviziel. Jane and Circle, 820 blessed. Can you stop opening the stop it. Alright, so said I picked up another quest. How do I look at that? How do I look at that? Oh, here we go. Oh, now we're getting splinters of what's going on here. Guessing these are the different locations I can find myself going to for the quest, I suppose. So we got into the crossroads, Sea of Blood, and the Shadow Dragons. Get to Treviso or Docktown? All right. to change the sensitivity on the thumbstick for looking, because it is very slow. Like, if I want to spin the camera around, this is the speed I get. And that's when it's fully, like, tilted towards the end of the threshold. Like, that's the speed I get. It's not all that fast. It's down here. Oh, I can't even go in there. Well, then what's over here then? Another blighted door I can't go through? I thought video games were supposed to be about exploration and fun. So far, all I found is a bunch of locked doors.
Eyes open.
Thank you, thank you. Me and this bow of mine get along pretty well.
Can you take care of that, Valara?
Oh yeah, that really sounds weird. I don't know how the hell it's picking up the haptic feedback audio on the controller, but gotta make a reminder to see if I can fix that after the stream, because that is getting annoying to me, if anything. Like, you're not supposed to hear that. You're supposed to feel that.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
The champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Not sure what that opened, but I shot it.
I sense a way through, Dweller. Find that which seals the path.
You find what seals the path. What's down this way?
What's this? It looks like an entryway.
Oh, thought it'd be a wall I couldn't go through.
What's going on here?
Sorely mistaken.
Spirit a prisoner?
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's...
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key.
Is this some kind of past event?
We'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
Whoops, no one saw that. Shh.
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf. One of Solus's agents? This is a...
Ah, freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Okay.
Blight. Be careful.
Is it real blight or...
These are more than just memories. Fight!
I know, like Dark Sun mentioned yesterday that this game would probably be better if it didn't have the Dragon Age name attached to it. I don't know if that's the case. And I think part of the reason why they attached the Dragon Age name to it is because they know if they called it anything else, it wouldn't get any sales. Because had it not had the Dragon Age name attached to it, if you were to look at this game, nobody would know what it was trying to be.
So Gillenane was experimenting with Blight and Darkspawn. The Blight infested her lab. If it's a memory, let's go with it. We need to find our way out before Gillenane finds us.
Alright, well that's where they want me to go, but what if I didn't go that way? What if I went this way instead? Caretaker power? Oh, that's back for the caretaker stuff back at the lighthouse.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
Hit me, Wolf.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
I am not hitting the trigger. I don't know how that keeps happening.
Find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillenane unleashes something worse.
Solus sounded rattled.
He was spooked. By the Blight, I mean.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us.
Oh, I think I gotta follow the red tentacles. So does it lead back here? No? Oh, that keeps going. Okay, let's try this room over here then. Yeah, here we go. Anything else in here? Yeah, this camera speed is obscenely slow. Ah, this door opens. It's full of that Gears of War swarm pod stuff. A trinket for Harding? Sure, why not? Put it on. I'm at the point in the game where everything is so early, so whatever you get, just put it on. Shut up. Don't ask questions. Just wear it. Ah, there it is.
Time to go.
Free! And faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
We've got company.
They got big old exploding pimples on their backs. Now we're talking video games. Glad you can't shoot him and make him explode.
I think we broke through to Gillenane's prize specimens.
Rook, think of the Darkspawn we face compared to these. What if...
Maybe the Darkspawn we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
Here, the blessing you denied.
Wolf, help me! Ah!
Damn. Gillenane got her.
My blood! I'm burning up!
Look out!
The big boy's here. Ah, what's enough to kill him? You would think shooting the big pimple would be like a weak spot, but so far nothing.
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork! You, who were the most sensitive of us!
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself.
Back when she was still normal?
I must climb to the heights only
Well,
understood
normal, in
by
quotes.
gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
He won't help her. Solus try a cure. Try a cure. Why not?
Come on. Be the god she needs. Help her.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solus destroyed the lab, the blight that was here, and his agent.
I'm sure he's...
One sec, folks. Why do they keep sending me mail for that stuff?
sees some greater good. The people in his way to get there, not as much.
This fragment might tell us more.
Making my way to the duelist specialization. Wait, what do I was wondering if there was any requirement to get there, but it seems like there is. I have to be level 20 to get there. So I could probably spend some more time getting a few extra skills before I get there then. See, search the crossroads, look for more wolf statuettes, but I don't really have a lot of access to this area just yet. This area will unlock later during Team's travels. Unlock later during Team's travels. Yeah, I don't have very many options to do anything here. Besides go to my objective. And break my ankles on the way down. Oh, wait, you're back. Hold, wait, no, go back. Oh, you can't cancel it when you're going down. And now they're gone. It wasn't. Game design.
The Guardians can't hold them off for long. Is there something inside it?
Oh yeah, there is. Let's open it up.
That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
Let's kick his ass. Or you can just run right into me. That works too. There you go. Get in there. Fight.
Look, it left something.
Got through that.
Collect champion essence.
That's the essence we need. It's cold. Oh, hope I don't have to carry it for too long. An altar to a wolf. Bet I know who that's for.
Free skill point for finding these? Nice. Attack versus health plus 10%. Why not? On mapping the unmappable. I'll have to read a lot of these in my own time. Assuming I ever get that invested.
Sure, here we go.
Saying there's a chest over here, but where? I was gonna check this side. Yep, I didn't. Oh, it's for Harding, and she's not even here. Maybe I should have brought her along.
As the gods' champion passed freely, so will you.
That's a lot of Illuvians, and they're all intact. I wonder where they lead.
Time to find out.
Just go straight to the codex every time. How about we go to Treviso first, since that's supposedly my home world that I originated from. based on my character's lore. Can only take one. Guess you're coming with. Oh, I like that. It loaded me into the world before it showed the cutscene.
Cities in Antiva, now living under occupation. I've arranged for one of my friends to meet us.
You made it. I hear you go by Rook these days.
It's good to see you. Meet Andaratea of House Cantori.
No need to be formal with friends. Thea, please. Come. Viago is gathering the others. He's happier home.
I doubt that.
Trust me, he complains more when you're not around.
The documents, it's all there.
My friend says come with us.
The unarmed soldiers have made themselves comfortable.
We have suffered their company for too long.
There's a shop here. Hold on, time out.
In their war with Tevinter. Some turned here instead. Antiva was rich, comfortable, and has no standing army to stop them.
Well, these are all appearance items. So I can just buy this stuff if I want to. Wait, I can just buy gold? I can just straight up buy gold. I want to buy this stuff for the caretaker. Back at home. Decor. Small handpick hues for more delicate excavation work. Maybe if I had more money. Maybe. Oh, there we go. There's one of the Kunari.
I'm not unarmed. I'm Rithari.
The way their horns sit on their head, at least in this game, just looks weird. Makes their foreheads look bigger than they should be.
You went to the physician.
She stitched it well enough. Gave me what she could to ward.
Like their foreheads extend way further than they need to be. And perhaps a little too human-like in the face.
I hate seeing Treviso ground down.
This occupation will not last. The Antivan crows remain. And one day...
It's because they need to think more.
Through every would-be...
They need all that brain power. Got them old wide foreheads. Old 7-head ass. That sound, the haptic sound coming through on that was... I gotta fix that. That sounded horrible. I may just have to turn off the function, because if it's playing back this audio through a different device, that's probably what's causing it.
Did you finish that contract? To stop the Dreadwolf?
Hello, Viago. And it's complicated.
How many times do I have to tell you? Crows always finish the job.
We just can't take initiative, right? My run-in with the Antam taught me that.
Don't let him scold you too much. V was worried about you.
Rook, this is Catarina de la Morte.
The first Talon. I'm honored. Which makes you...
Ilario de la Morte, her grandson. What brings you here?
Right. My target is a pair of elven gods, or that's what they call themselves. They're ancient blighted mages. I need our best. The man who brought blood mages and Venatori to their knees.
Lucanis. My grandson. They called him the Demon of Virantium. He was the one who did those jobs.
Sending a demon to take down a god. Sounds like a plan.
It's a nonsense plan, but that's not important. Lucanis de la Morte is dead.
What I say doesn't leave this room. The body our people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
Sounds kind of cool.
Still alive? And you didn't think to tell me?
His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out. So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson from me. They were hunting your dread wolf. And what you did to his ritual threw them into disarray. They made mistakes, and now I have a location. The Ossuary.
Oh, what's good, Raikou?
Of Virantium is kept.
Made it just in time.
Find this Ossuary. Free Lucanis. You'll have your god killer. And I'll have my grandson.
I'm about to go find somebody possessed by a demon and bring him back. You know, like you do in video games.
Come. Katarina arranged the boat. One of our mages will meet us there.
In this weird...
You think the Venatori would keep a normal prison? Or that one could hold the demon?
Knockoff Italy location.
Lies beneath the sea.
High fantasy Italy.
Minutes ago.
Secret and excessive. Sounds like Venatori.
You're not happy Katarina kept this from you.
Whee!
Would you be? Lucanis is family. Maybe she thought I'd act too rash if it meant saving him.
Wait, can I not climb down this?
Who can save?
Do I just drop down?
Still alive.
Do I just drop down? I drop down. So I don't remember the plot of Inquisition, so I'll accept it. A lot of people don't. But you know, that game won Game of the Year for 2014?
You take the boat. I'll make sure we weren't followed.
It's a whole decade ago.
Are you coming with us?
It's possible we've been watched. If all of us vanish from the dock, you play the alluring hero. I know Treviso. If we have a tail, I have a better chance of distracting their interest.
Said I was in the minority on Inquisition, so all good. That means you loved it. It was amazing. You were like, this is my Dragon Age right here. BioWare's return to form, baby.
So how do we get in?
You'll see.
The more I play this, the more I just want to play Mass Effect. You know, a game and a series with characters that I liked.
Someone or something already took down the guards.
Might work in our favor, but something's wrong here. Let's hope we find our demon alive.
Like I should marathon that series, and then I should like conclude it with Andromeda, since I do own that game too. Witness the moment that BioWare lost its way. So Calivan, the other wardens don't want to go near the Crow cell anymore. Can we get someone else to do it? Slaves, maybe. Get them goddamn slaves on it.
Look.
Oh, we're underwater.
So,
if you can even call this underwater.
This is the ossuary. This doesn't look like any prison I've seen.
We're like underwater, but not underwater. Because there's water right there. And then there's fish floating around, but we're breathing just fine. It's like Atlantis, but you can touch it.
The Venatori set up shop in an elven ruin. It's a wonder anything works.
I can't believe all this is underwater. If the enchantments containing this place ever fail...
So it's all to make you play another long RPG?
The job in general.
Oh yeah, which one is that?
Demon of Virantium. He's sort of a big shot among the crows, isn't he?
Persona 4 Golden is in the next... Really?
The crow who almost wiped out the Venatori. You could say that.
But I already played Golden though. I still got to play 3. I did not play it on PC. No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm gonna need Vancy to backseat game me through it all over again. Make her relive Golden with me.
A barrier.
Sure, it'll be a nice, fun distraction from her struggles in Like a Dragon. I'm sorry, Yakuza Like a Dragon. You gotta get the name right. It's important. Otherwise, you can't find it. Really? On the other side? Of course it is. Of course it is. Destroy the crystals. What crystals? Oh, these. Says there's one more. Oh, here we go.
All right, we're almost through.
Is that one before or after Like a Dragon, Yakuza, or Infinite Wealth? That was supposed to be 7, right? That was like right when they started changing it to Like a Dragon, but they didn't want to quite let go of the Yakuza name yet, so they kept both names in the title. What? It's true. Well, I'm just saying. Listen, I was just trying to clarify, okay? Listen, I was just trying to clarify for the fact that the names are bad in the first place. You're going to wait until the 7th game in the series decide to say, I want to call it what the game actually is. Like, oh, we should probably start calling it, like, you know, in line with its Japanese name now. You're going to wait until 7 to do that.
We don't have to fight. We're just here for Lucanus de la Morte. Get ready.
Rising Hail, Dragon of Mystery! Lucican, Dragon of Night! Hear your fateful call!
I'm guessing you're the reason we're here.
Oh, is he like the Edgelord?
Who sent you?
My name's Rook. House de Riva. I'm here to bring you home.
House de Riva. You're a crow.
Maybe I am.
I'm breaking you out of here. But what are you?
Rook, he's possessed by a demon.
You don't say.
It's complicated.
Katarina promised us a mage killer if we broke you out of here.
I can...
Surely he is. You saw those purple wings?
Because I'm pretty sure more Venatori are on their way.
Out here putting Prince to shame.
They have a vial of my blood. They can use it to control me. I cannot leave it in their hands. And I had a contract when I was captured. One of my targets is here, Caliban. You know what that means. Crows don't break contracts.
Any other requests?
Yes, the famous Crow contract. So you want a prison break, a blood heist, and assassination help just to get you out of here?
I'll owe you.
I'm sure we'll owe each other before this is all over. Let's go.
Pretty sure he also wants milk and eggs too. Don't forget
Blood
that.
First, then my target, Caliban, the prison warden.
Where do we find them?
In the tower. There's a bridge.
Not anymore. We'll have to find another way across.
Mages, my specialty.
Well, then you get in there and kill them.
God, take them down!
You get in there and you kill those mages.
Death is not granted!
Got me out here doing all the work. I didn't see the indicator to make it clear that I could deflect that, but I tried it anyways and it still worked.
The blood vial. Where do we go?
Caliban keeps it under guard. Blood is the only thing that can bind a demon. If they lose it,
then it's... What was going on here?
Living prisoners.
Interrupting dialogue, you know.
Blood magic to summon spirits.
Any spirit.
Quadruple A game.
Zara didn't give them a choice.
Zara?
Oh, it's whatever. It's not like it didn't necessarily cost a quadruple A price when I got it, so there is that.
This place is all her.
Maybe not a quadruple A game, but the amount of money they spent on making it, however,
Possessed
paints a very different picture.
place like this.
Zara Renata's work. This place exists for her to make new, worse kinds.
Everyone's all like, this game sold so much, it's got like 89,000 players on Steam. It's like, I'm sure the game sold well enough, but is it enough for EA to be satisfied with? Question. I've heard budgets ranging from 250 million to 300 million, which means you would have to sell roughly something close to 4.5 million copies to break even. And I don't know if this game is going to make that. I honestly don't think any game is going to make that. I mean, Black Myth Wukong sold well. But it's far be it if you think any games coming out in the next few years are going to be able to pull off sales like that. Because that shit is super not happening. So I don't know. Maybe it's enough to keep BioWare afloat, but I don't know if it's enough for them to consider this game an actual success. I'm pretty sure you can't maintain a business just by breaking even all the time, if you even do that. Did somebody get in the way of that? Or was it just the armor that stopped it? Oh shit. Okay, he's dead. Ooh. 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 Not rooting for studios to fail, but I'm hoping the people who end up making their own little Splinter Studios for a model layout succeed. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the ones that actually care about making video games and, I mean, shit, I'll fucking say it. The ones that care about making video games and a lot less about whatever messaging they're trying to shove into them. Like, I would like to see them make their own studios and succeed. All these other dumbasses. The sad thing is that those are the people that'll end up succeeding in the industry, while the ones who actually do want to make video games are the ones that get laid off and lose. Like I said on the podcast, it seems like the entertainment industry is the only place where you can fail upward. Game didn't sell well. Studio got shut down, but now here I am as the lead writer and director on a new game at a brand new studio.
Who wasn't a mage.
I've seen demons possess corpses, ashes, and hair once.
At least this one's got good taste.
Might even be the CEO. Dom Matrick just slides away. Here it is. Where's the crystal at? This game is messing with me. Story records on prisoner 20, incubation 18 days, emergence rapacity, sent to Virantium. Were they trying to possess everybody with demons out here? Get back in your cell. Seafarer's Cutlass. The stagger's higher, but the damage is slightly lower. You know what? I'll take the higher stagger. Wait, did he? Hold on. Did he? I'm hitting all the wrong buttons when it comes to this stuff. Let me just continue to hit all the wrong buttons. Oh, he's not part of the party yet. Oh, no, he is. Wait a minute. He just doesn't have anything new yet. Okay, so he is going to be our new party member moving forward. Wait, can I get both of these? Upgrade strike abilities, upgrade projectile abilities. I guess you can. It's where they might lock me out of one of them. You know, maybe there is if you're playing a different class, or maybe I'm just making it look really simple. Because I'm just that bad at the I don't know. I've seen some other classes doing cool shit. Slightly cooler shit, but not like mind-blowing or anything.
So, the vial of blood the Venatori took from you.
It's for blood magic, to control me, and the demon. Until it's gone, I cannot touch Caliban.
The demon. See you say demon. It's a few more times.
Okay, now what?
What are you? Fine. He says he can get us across.
Who is he?
The demon.
The demon. He says there's something here. Something he can grab hold of in the Fade. It's close.
What did you get out of my right ear when you're talking about this, sir?
Easy.
The demon pulled
this stereo sound nonsense.
I'm as surprised as you. Get ready.
Yeah, here we go. There's some stuff happening in here. Let me use this. Yeah. Forgot the ultimate attack.
I reckon some of all the deals she wants that I don't have to obey her.
Oh, I'm hurting. I better heal. I realized how bad off I was for a second there. Wasn't paying attention to the dot damage.
Now's your chance.
He dead. Hold on, time out while I loot, guys. Just hold on. I gotta. You guys keep him busy. I'm just. You guys got this. Just keep fighting.
What did Zara want all these undead for?
Caliban, there's been a development, and now we need results as swiftly as possible. Push the subjects harder. Do anything you can to intensify their feelings of envy and frustration. I want every single demon you can produce, ready to fight for the glory of Taventa Reborn. Zara Renata.
Those are the failures.
Equipping runes. Well, that ain't it. Ah, here we go. So, select the dagger rune slots. Ah, okay. Glaciate. Weapons attacks deal cold damage for 20 seconds.
If those are failures.
Activate runes with L2 plus triangle. You cycle through or activate your abilities with using the left and the D-pad when paused on the ability wheel or during combat.
What does success look like?
Okay.
She took the best results out a few days ago, but some of the demons she created are still...
I mean, they're still unlocking new stuff that I can do in combat, so perhaps it does get a bit more interesting as you go. Gonna keep what I got. Is that like an indicator that there's a chest nearby? Because I would assume. I guess the question is, where the hell what is it if it keeps blinking at me like that then? Is it higher? Is it lower? Is it back this way? But it disappears when I come this way, so is it higher? I mean, I've already been up there, so... And I didn't see anything that looked like a chest. Unless I'm being lied to. Am I being lied to? Video game? I come up here and the indicator goes away. Maybe I am being lied to. Down we go. Ankle's broken. Apparently not. We're good. And I can't jump off of here to do anything else. Break my ankles further. Oh, it's popping up again, so maybe it's down this way then. Oh, here we go. That wasn't the one they were talking about, was it? Duelist coat +1. It's got higher defense. Sure, why not? I hate it already. This design is most certainly not edgy enough for my taste. The wings, the coat. Maybe I just don't like the coat. Coat's trash. And the helmet. The helmet is also garbage. I need a better helmet.
Caliban, you said he's the one in charge?
No, he's
not better stats, just better looking.
This place for a powerful magister. He was my target a year ago. Now we both want him dead.
We, meaning?
Demons don't forgive.
Demons. Oh, I guess these are just separate ring slots. So I guess I'll put you in this one for range attack damage. Very good, very good. Yeah, it's almost kind of like modern God of War in a sense, where you're kind of just going around opening chests and finding loot in them and just putting it on if it's better. And then you can like upgrade it. Like +1 and +2 and you got the right materials. I mean, which I guess that isn't necessarily a bad thing in that sense. As somebody who does find joy in some of the recent God of War games, but I don't know if that necessarily works for like a straight up RPG like Dragon Age. I haven't found any gear for my companions yet.
These demons, there's something off. The Venatori have done something.
Then why this place exists? This is what success looks like.
Assuming you can even get gear for your companions. There's a lot going on down here. Not today. I mean, yeah, you can do parries and stuff like that to block enemy attacks. You can dodge and do counters. None of it's particularly flashy, though. The sand kind of gave you away, buddy. Nice try. Is Demonic Experiment the new Marauder shields? My favorite enemy type, Demonic Experiment. Too far away, too far away. Fuck. That was dumb on my part. Yeah, you got magic spells that combo with each other in true Mass Effect fashion. They've kind of leaned pretty heavily into this stuff since Mass Effect 3. Thought there was something back there. Guess not. Ossuary records on prisoner 51. Incubation 100 days. Emergence passivity. Declared a failure and destroyed. They done killed my boy. Crystal to activate. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Let me hit him first, then you can take him down.
All right, we'll hit him. Do what you got to do.
There you go.
And I'll hit him with some weak stuff. He's supposed to be a challenge because he just got melted. Shit, maybe I should raise the difficulty up.
We may not.
It's all gonna be this easy. Then again, some folks said that if you
lead the way,
you raise the difficulty, everything just becomes damage sponges, and that's not fun either. So I don't know.
I'll handle it.
Oh, a time limit for this? Yeah, you are. Oh, bet I got across then. I missed my second break. What am I even doing right now? I think a certain someone isn't here right now, or else she'll be yelling at me.
Any clue where to start? Or we'll find those on the way.
I know it's here. We can smell it.
We'll just yoink this too while we're at it. Amaza Cafe?
These people, they were tortured.
Very few people survive Coliv. Wait, we cannot go after Colivan yet. Not while he
Man, I'm just interrupting dialogue wherever I go. I'm just trying to explore, man. You guys can keep talking. Don't let me interrupt you. Is that blood? Say demons, but I feel like everything here is vampires. Or perhaps they're all just one and the same. I took care of that side. Now we gotta do this side.
We need to get that barrier down. Find the...
Oh, shut up. Don't you start doing that fucking God of War Ragnarok. Let me tell you how to do the puzzle when you spend more than 10 seconds doing the puzzle.
2 left.
Twin buckle binding. It's got better healing on it. Why not? I love better healing.
There. Just one crystal between us and the other side.
That's it. The barrier should be...
Yeah, I'm just doing this shit way too fast.
on the
The dialogue is just constantly interrupting.
Venatori never do anything subtle. Look at that thing.
There. That's the one. It has to be.
You can dash through barrels, you can't roll through them. Take that, Dark Souls. Venatori correspondence. Calivan, you know as well as I do how demanding Zara can be. Nothing less than perfection is ever acceptable. Of course, she's not going to accept that the crow is a failure of her method. Just kill him. Perhaps the demon will manifest when he dies. Felicia Aramond. Oh, destroy it. Destroyed.
It's finally gone.
So now what?
Now we find Calivan.
Destroyed. I gotta get a better helmet.
Anything we should...
Surely they can't all be this ugly.
You want to hear about his torture methods or something else? We didn't chat.
It's fine. We can talk about something else. What's Katerina like?
After so long in this bit, I barely remember.
Oh, this was entirely unnecessary. Zara and her little jests. He's already the demon of Virantium. Won't this be ironic? Hilarious. And now look at the mess you've made of my facility. She always leaves me to clean up.
So this is Caliban.
He is. The target I was sent for a year ago. A crow never abandons a contract.
What did they offer you in exchange for my life, Crow? Was it worth it?
It was totally worth it. That's why I'm here doing this.
Nothing to the Venator.
If it wasn't, I wouldn't care.
Take him down! Demons, your master calls.
Oh, they're all doing that lightning ball shit. Get parried. Guess I can combine this with his attacks too. Vulnerable, huh? Oh, they brought him down. Nice. Had to get as much damage as I could before it stopped. There we go, deflected it. Forgot a bunch of MGS5 content after the first credits is repeating missions but harder. Yeah, pretty much.
Have order.
Like, as much as I like MGS5 and the fact that they kind of focused it more on gameplay to an extent, but a lot of it really is just recycled stuff.
I refuse to fall. They're all yours. I will not be defeated.
You done missed, boy. Oh, they're doing that weird Diablo 4 attack with the weird lightning things that float in the air. That do way too much damage if you're stuck by them. I think we froze and broke him.
The crows send their regards.
Riker, you take that back.
So, we got your target.
How dare you spout these lies in my chat.
Smells like blood. Ashes. Not done, not yet.
So this is the demon? It's just a reflection of him? Thought he looked a little more interesting than this. Also, those feathers look real dumb. You good? I'm guessing we can't see it.
Lucanus, you alright? Lucanus? What are you looking at?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air.
Well, fine then. You get that air. Sam was sad he was the only one left. The best one was left standing. Oh, you mean Metal Gear Solid then? That's the only franchise still going. Splinter Cell who? What's a Sam Fisher? I only know Solid Snake. Big boss. Biggest bosses. Sam exists in every other franchise. I mean, he does. They'll put him anything else but a new Splinter Cell game. Okay. No, not okay. This helmet's worse. This helmet is worse. I thought this was gonna be better. It's not better. I hate it. I hate all the helmets. I hate them all. Not trying to turn this into fashion age, but you know, the further I go, and the less appealing it becomes. I have a bunch of appearance stuff, don't I? Maybe I could just transmog this stuff. Take the helmet off forever and never use it. You know, I'm trying to at least like look like I'm ready for battle, but the journalist got me bad when Sam hit Sam and Ghost Recon said like Sam Fisher's back. Oh yeah, they did that to everybody when they did that shit. Just saying gamers weren't too kind about that when that happened. Although they did appreciate the homage they made in game for him, obviously. But it was like, who was it homage for? Was it homage for Sam or was it homage for Snake? Because we see who's still making games.
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's get out of here. We're done.
I'm ready to get out of this place.
Imagine how I feel.
Make it.
Locanis, what happened here?
A message from Zara Renata. I can't believe it. You're home.
Sarah? Her people got this close?
The woman who runs the prison.
The Venatori witch who captured me.
Revenge for the breakout, maybe.
Where's Katerina?
She's...
The Venatori caught her in their confusion. I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
You have my condolences. The gods are behind this.
Someone killed the first Talon of the Crows. Now, after the gods escaped. That's not a coincidence.
Zara's been a thorn in our side before, and you said yourself, it could be revenge for your prison break.
No, Rook's right. The timing is suspicious for many reasons.
When I find Zara, I'll ask her. You just got here, and already you want to leave again?
Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
Yeah, he's not coming home anytime soon. Sorry.
I'll return him in one piece.
Thank you.
Also, we gotta talk about this whole demon thing.
When you find Sarah, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antam on one side and Avenatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sarah came for us here, in my house. She took Katerina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards, Thea.
For Katerina.
The crows had lost a talon, but the demon of Virantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due. And they would all be paid in blood.
Yeah, we put blood on her eye to signify just how creepy this is.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
The demon in Lucanus. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well, we'd have to,
You'd have to kill me.
If it's necessary.
That can't be the only solution. Can't we reason with Spite, maybe? Persuade it to leave?
Talk doesn't work on Spite.
He doesn't want to hurt you. How rare. Everyone else does. I want to talk to him.
Before we do, well, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them. I want to talk to
Lucanus!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
Why you do that?
Do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way.
But he could just take you over. Make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but kind of good news, in a way.
It's not fine.
Don't pretend this is all right. It wouldn't be fine if another person did it.
No, but there's nothing I can do about it. If it were another person, I could solve this with a knife. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
Well, anyways, welcome to the team.
I know things have been complicated, but I'm glad you're here, Lucanus.
Contract aside, I owe you a debt.
Lucanus.
Please.
The teams helped the demon of Virantium escape exchange and completed his contract for Calivan, warden of the ossuary. But his reunion with the Crows was bloodied by a counterattack from Zara Renata, who struck down Katerina before his return. giving you a summary of what happened.
Antigua is in rough shape under the Anton's occupation. I should check in with the other crows.
We'll check in with those other crows another time. I should probably save and get the hell out of here. It's about that time. Oh, new save. Sure. Save one. That's what we'll call it. Save one. Wrong screen. So it's at wrong screen immediately. Already. Oh, that's funny. All the audio stuff on this source completely reset. That is a goddamn shame. I cannot believe OBS fucking reset all my audio sources on this scene. Oh my god. All right, whatever. I'm out of here, guys. I will see you all next time. I'll probably be back tomorrow to pick where we left off on this. Jesus Christ. Thanks, OBS. Fucking up my outro. All right, I'm out of here. Deuces. Fade to black.